Hello, my name is Dr. Corey Gilbert, and I wanted to tell you a little story about my time with my wife when we were dating. When we first met, we met actually online on an online dating service, which is kind of funny to think about. And we met in person. 10 months later, we got married. So this was a fast point A to point B there, and just the beginning. But in those 10 months, I was in the hospital 3 times. So if you think back on what we could be thinking or remembering about our dating time, it's these hospitalizations with some pretty scary moments. But it's interesting. That's not what we remember. Now, a lot happened in those 10 months, but our memories are actually centered around the trips we took, the time we had together, the growing together, the laughing, the trying to figure out, is this the person I want to spend the rest of my life with? Not on the fear of the health issues that I was dealing with and the things the doctors were saying, which was not very encouraging about our future. Those were relevant. Those were critical data at the moment, but that was not what we remember. What I want to ask you is, what do you remember? Can you go back to those earlier days, even the earlier days in your marriage, and remember the good things? Or do you have all these moments you can grab onto that are all negative? And that seems to be a string of just negatives. I want you to be able to go back and to think of those things, those good things, those wonderful things, those beautiful things, and reminisce. One of the things I feel like we've lost in our culture today is that oral tradition. We don't tell stories as much as we used to. We just kind of assume since we've shared it once or twice that it gets passed down, and it doesn't. Do you know your mom and dad's love story? Do you know your grandparents' love story? Have you shared yours? It could be rocky, it could be crazy, it could be ludicrous, but it's still your story. And so how can you lean into that? When I think back on those 10 months, all I know is I was getting to know this amazing woman who became my best friend. And I was also in and out of the hospital wondering what my future held. And it was one of these mixed moments or many moments of fear and anxiety and, God, what are you doing? And I'm nothing. I'm worthless here. Yet at the same time, to see God's hand move us towards all the little pieces of the puzzle that had to fall into place that we couldn't control, that led to then, a wedding. That then was just the beginning. We're at 16 and a half years now, and it still feels like we're just in the beginning, that we're learning and growing, even after all of the other trials we've had, and 3 children, and the different moves we've made. It's a journey together. And so I hope that you can remember and reminisce in your marriage, and you'll make that a priority, because it's a critical skill to building something beautiful that then is passed down to your kids as you share that story, good, bad, and ugly, carefully, intentionally, over and over and over. So remember that. Remember this phrase, that oral tradition. We need to come back to the story and share that and share and share and share, so that our kids know where they came from and what could be for them, some things that they can maybe even learn and avoid from our mistakes. So bless you and your family, and may you have a healthy marriage. Hey there, if this was helpful for you, I would love to actually have more conversations with you. One of the ways we can do that is my Facebook group. So facebook.com/group/thehealthymarriage. Jump on in there and actually engage in conversations. We'd love to find out where you're struggling, some victories you've had, and how we can actually support one another to build a healthy marriage, an amazing family, and impact our family tree. So God bless you. My name is Dr. Corey Gilbert. Honor to serve.